Today on Rock and Roll Cooking with Sal Bee, we have a Louisiana favorite, shrimp po' boy sandwiches. As legend has it, in the mid-1900s, there was a strike, and the strikers were fed sandwiches. They were called poor boy sandwiches. We added the Cajun twist to it, and they became known as po' boys. Okay, here we are with Whiplash, thrash artists. Tony, first time I ever saw you was CBGB's matinee hardcore style, way back in the day.
We played a lot of shows there. It was a lot of fun, a great time for metal and hardcore.
Yep.
And back then, you know, we were the three Tonys from Jersey playing thrash, and we got along so well with all the hardcore bands in the city. They just took us under our wing, and we became great friends with them. And still, you know, I don't know why that happened. They just liked us, the three guys from Jersey, and we loved them, you know, and we had a great relationship with them. It was really cool.
Okay, here is our shrimp that we're gonna use. We don't want Gulf shrimp because it's loaded with oil, if you know what I mean. I don't know where these shrimp come from, but they're delicious, succulent white shrimp, shelled and deveined. Deveining is a must because there's a nasty vein that runs down the center of the shrimp, and that's full of, well, yucky stuff, and we don't want that. And we're gonna dip them in our special Cajun seasoning. Total secret, cannot be revealed. I'm sorry, you're gonna have to wait for the cookbook for this one. From being in the audience standpoint, it was visible that, you know, you guys were a very different style of music than that was happening on that particular day. What would happen a lot of times on the hardcore matinees, the touring bands that would play at the Ritz on Friday or Saturday would stay and they'd do the hardcore matinee on Sunday. Okay, a lot of people might want to use vegetable oil, corn oil. Forget about all of that. If you want it to taste good, you use extra virgin olive oil. Not a lot, not a little, just enough to cover the shrimp completely when it fries. The hardcore bands back then, and compared to Whiplash back then, were very different, and it is really cool that they did accept you guys, because it was a pretty different style of music.
You know, I think maybe something that had to do with it was we were on the same label as like Carnivore, and they were good friends with Agnostic Front. Back then was the Crumbsuckers, Sheer Terror.
Very cool band.
All of these bands. And I just recently got to hook up with Agnostic Front again at Dingbats, the local club here by us.
Yep.
You know the place well.
Yep, that's our stomping grounds. Okay, as the oil comes up to a very hot simmer, we're gonna roll our shrimp inside of our Cajun seasoning. You could do them a number of ways, one at a time, or how about like this? Stick them all in there. You gotta use your hands. As one of our commercials say, hands are used for playing instruments and hands are used for cooking. And as you see, you want every little speck of that shrimp absolutely divulged in that incredible Cajun seasoning. What would you say that your major market is? Europe and South America?
Exactly. Yeah. It's not as strong in the States. You know, it's a sad thing. You know, because you got the big four, and
right,
and anything else is like, you know, you're lucky if you can make a living off of it tough in the States with this style of music. You know.
I hear you, man.
We just came back from doing an awesome show in South America.
You're in Colombia?
Where was it? Medellin, Medellin,
wow.
Colombia. And the crowd was insane. Beautiful place, outdoor, like amphitheater. It was insane.
It's wild though because they don't speak English, but they know all the words and they scream all the words.
I heard they wanted to steal your banner. Okay, and you can see a little smoke coming up. You can hear that popping, so you really know now it's time to start cooking our shrimps. There you go, look at that. That's exactly what we're looking for. Immediate bubbling, immediate cooking. Now, being that it is fish and not poultry, We're not gonna go crazy with this and cook it for too long. Maybe just a minute or two on each side. And there we go. I would say for one po' boy sandwich, it looks like 10 shrimp would be about enough. This will all translate into succulent flavor when it's into our sandwich.
We went to Chile and a few other places in South America. They give you a flag of their country and they write Whiplash, a big logo on it, and they sign, you know, we have them sign it and everything. And even when they give us t-shirts or like awesome. Their production companies, we're like, we want you guys to sign our shirts too, you know, and it's a great memory to have when you bring it back home and you got all these people that worked so hard to get you down there and for your band to play, and it's a privilege for us to be able to put smiles on these people's faces, you know, and then to have all the name of all the crew members and everything on a t-shirt. It's just a great momentum.
I saw some video of the Columbia show and the crowd was going berserk. They really, really love you guys down there.
You know, they're always so good to us down there, and it was special for us this time because we had a good friend of ours, David Rivera, who's from Medellin, Colombia, play violin along with us for 2 or 3
songs. That'd be awesome.
Okay, it looks like our shrimp is just getting ready to be flipped. So flip the little small ones. Okay, there we go. See, it has a nice hard crust to it. So we know they're done on the one side. We're going to continue to flip, and there you go. That's exactly what we're looking for. Look at that. The aroma for this is amazing. I only wish that you could smell it through YouTube, fans. This is going to be a fabulous sandwich, and our guests today are really going to like this.
Are you coming out with an EP, or is it going to be a single?
We have an EP. The single was mixed and mastered by Chris Zeus Harris, who's, you know, Google his name. He's done so many big bands. He's like really hot right now, you know. And we hope to have him mixing and mastering the other 4 or 5 songs that we're going to include on the EP.
The single is going to be on the EP with it?
Yes.
Very cool.
It's going to be called Old School American Way, and we're thinking of calling it Old School American Way Volume 1, and then releasing another 4 or 5 in the future, Volume 2, but you know, we got a lot of other titles and things going through our heads, so you might have Volume 1 and see Volume 2 5 years down the line. Who knows what's going to happen.
You can't go wrong with old school. You always new school when you're old school.
Our shrimps are almost done. We're going to take them out and drain. We're going to get ready. We have a French roll, Cajun Creole cuisine. And now, for our sauce, it's just Thousand Island dressing with some sriracha. I call it the rooster. It's got a big rooster on it, and it's a very delicious hot sauce. And you got to keep in mind, when you're cooking Cajun, it's got to be spicy, and this certainly will be. We're all done with our shrimps. We're going to shut the flame off, and these shrimps are ready to go. We're just going to put them on some paper towel to drain. And as you can see, why we get the large shrimp is because they do kind of tend to shrivel up a little bit in the cooking process.
And right now I'd like to bring in the manager right here. Come on, dear.
You suck, Sal.
And this is Tony's girlfriend.
Yeah, that's my woman.
Come on, get in the
Miss
picture.
Architecture.
And she does basically everything for the band.
Yeah.
Everything apart from the singing and playing guitar.
Anything we could do except playing the music, she could do better, so we let her do it.
That's very cool, very cool, very cool.
Okay, while they're still hot, we're just going to place our dressing on our sandwich. Extra hot. Kind of a homemade sauce. And we're going to place our shrimp right here, and here, here, and here, and here, and there. Put some lettuce. And we got a beautiful Jersey tomato. Everyone knows that Jersey tomatoes are the best. And press it all in. Try to make it happen.
Okay, we're serving a crab cake appetizer first. And it goes to the lead man, Tony.
Cheers.
This is Dank, Tony, and Dan from Whiplash. Enjoy, guys, enjoy. Crab!
We watched the show many times.
Cool.
Love it.
Good. I'm glad you guys liked Rock and Roll Cooking with Sal Bee.
I need your crispy chicken breast recipe before I leave today.
No problem. No problem.
You just put the lemon on there.
You can.
This is one crabby cake.
Look at that. That's crab.
A lot of crab in that cake.
Not a lot of breading, like you get in some of the restaurants, you know?
Okay, bro.
Right. Rock and Roll Cooking. And there's our po' boy sandwich. A little piece of corn on the side for a very special guest, Whiplash. Here you go, Dave.
Oh yeah.
I'm a shrimp po' boy. Rich girls never go hungry.
You'll notice by the lack of talking that it's really good.
Now, why do they call it a po' boy? Is my question. Because you were poor?
The reason they call it a po' boy is because the boy was po'. Dak, well, what are we gonna have for dessert?
For dessert, some power thrashing death.
Yeah! We're rock and roll cooking and we're taking it to a new level with Whiplash tonight. Action!
Into the vein, that's what's all over here.
Bye.